So I guess I wanted to do some more vague astrology for us. There's some Scorpio planets, as everybody knows, that conjuncts Black Moon Lilith. And Black Moon Lilith is the, the dark feminine, but it's not really dark. See, she's the natural one who knows the natural order of things. Really, she kind of stands for it, and that's why she was casted out of even the black and white literature, which is pretty disgusting because it's lowercase base waste. Any civilization that's built on the lowercase base waste by intergalactic rule can be flattened down to unrecognizable, just white ash, because it's built on a lie. There isn't a sign of singularization there as far as knowing what ization even means. I suspect that the I is lowercase in that one. There's two opportunities to have a lowercase I in that suffix ization, but you know, shun, T-I-O-N, it's a beautiful fucking configuration if you really knew what that was. Oh my God. It just, I'll explain it one of these days. I tried to explain to you what the N was. N is like the symbol of like a lightning bolt or something. It's nerves, or it's connection. It's like, it's not the whole man or woman there. See that now? It's not the whole W or M there, although you can find an N there. Somehow, if you're a child, you'll be able to find an N inside the M or the W. If you can't, if your child can't, there's an active volcano out there. We can build a staircase up to it. It costs a lot, but it's probably more worth it than to just build courthouses across the board, right? I think all active volcanoes should be put back into use. Getting back to astrology. Oh yeah, the suffix, you know, ion, ion. But the T there, see, the T represents the truth. Or really, see, it's like this. You go like this. See, this place here, the heart. Just kidding. I love drinking my vodka here at 4 in the morning. I have such paranoid neighbors. It's like, I had to be abused over it, I guess. You know, silly me. Pardon me, Judge. But can I be released completely? These people are cuckoo. Opening up contracts on soul. They want my life. They would never like it, right? Because it means you have to be happy and good friends, you know. Your dog would get along with everything. It's just not your thing. Anyway, back to Venus. At the same time, see, it's a trip how by the end of the month. See, I don't know where exactly. I think it's at about 26 or 27 degrees, Black Moon Lilith. And that particular aspect that we're going through is making us see some cold, hard truths about the feminine. But really, it's not, we're not talking about a woman. We're talking about the natural order of things. And let's just talk about the potential of everything, really. If it were created by God, and there were like, there was a way to like place these elements together and you get something amazing, besides for the obvious, which is like the jet planes that are flying around and how everything's built, really, because there's a different version that can happen as far as, okay, so you want to transport yourselves, and what is the big deal about that? See, if you knew how to transport yourself through astral travel, yeah, then you don't need to go anywhere. You already know what's happening. See, it's kind of a trip to see or contemplate a possible singularity that has happened, see, by way of teleportation, or say more telepathation. Telepathation. Is that a word? Uh, just, we kind of have evidence of a similar thing going on that stretched across the world. See, people don't know. It's like, no, that was just a civilization that was here as a whole, singularized. In fact, indeed, they were using spaceships going in and out of this realm. Venus is fully inhabited. Mars is too. You don't think that because you live in a zoo where they are showing you a movie that makes you watch something that they want you to believe is a botch. Is that a word? I don't know, but I just made it up. Why? Because I want to be a rhymer, but it's just all fucked up. Because I rhymed up with up? Whew, terrible. Hi, Calvin. I hope you're doing better than me at this point. Ah. I'm trying to free you fucking people up, man. You know what I mean? A lot of people would agree. Yes, I love Dr. Kevorkian. Are you kidding me? Is there some way I could just get out of here? And it's like, no, not that easy. I mean, ask anybody who gets froze up and tries to drink the antifreeze. Good God. Whew, I don't blame you, though, She needs reassuring. Every little demon does right now.
Look, say hi to everybody, little girl. She said, Jesus Christ. Say hi. Hi. She says hi. She says hi. She has friends. Yeah, she has friends. Kiki. Yeah, Kiki.
Oh, the gray cat has her. Sorry, I'm just completely switching subject matter, right? But maybe that's what we have to do. Maybe that's exactly it. Put that smile on your face, boom, instantly 15 years younger because now you're interacting with your joy and God and connecting and but I'm not saying that the typewriter does not offer any of that. Hell yeah, it does. Oh, if you wouldn't know anything more like inspiring, really awakening than the human being interacting with its own technology. What?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ah, Shakanuda. Well, about little Banda here. See this side of the face? Oh, it's so cute. But then this side of the face? Oh, God. Watch out. But this side of the face? Oh, so wonderful and green. Oh, isn't it just beautiful and wonderful? But then this side of the face? Oh, God. Oh, God. Her tail. Her tail. Her tail tells a tale. Now, watch out. Watch out. Oh, she's so wonderful and great and marvelous. Marvelous and precious and pretty. We're going to play with the ball.
She doesn't quite bring the ball back, though. See, we have to find something else that she'll bring. And pardon me while I take the time with these little fuckers here on this plane. They're all here, kind of who knows why. But I do kind of try and get an evolved thing going on. I noticed that she has reptilian, and it's weird. It's weird. It's like this study. It's like, okay, so there's a certain way that you can handle them and bring them up out of their particular programming, but it's very difficult. It's like, well, might as well just, like what they talk about is that they say, you've heard, don't wake the dog up, the sleeping dog up, right? Just let it sleep, But I say no. I have to share this plane here with it. Look at her; she's turning into a cobra. I'm telling you, all I have to do is have a little bit of this vibrational frequency that goes below the level of complete understanding, right? I mean, I just have to know it all because she's gonna fucking really. That's the way your narcissist is, right? Now it's called walking on eggshells. It's walking on eggshells. It's like, well, fuck this. You know what I'm saying? Again, Is there an active volcano? Sorry, I don't mean to talk about this. I knew it, and I'm trapped. No, you're not. You're a fucking cat. God damn it. Oh, shan't you run, mula, bula, iro, baila, bula, pipini, pan, no, oh, nimber, cha, kuchala, bani, nine. You know how you can kind of escalate with your fucking little animal. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Oh, yeah? Oh, are you okay, little girl? Oh,
She's so wonderful, great, marvelous, precious, and pretty, and good. Ooh.
She don't use her claws because why? Well, the kisses are like kryptonite much. I should back. Oh, that's the way she likes it. Thank you for going through this. There's some profound reason why that we had to move into that segment. And will I erase it? Hell no. Hello, everybody who is not exposed to heaven because your two eye have got you blind, baby. I hope that you can make it out into Mother Nature and start to see right through it, start to pick up on information that is beyond your capacity to even think. Yeah. That's where we're kind of at. This is after the new moon that I'm putting this on. Yeah. The new moon energy kind of lasts for 3 days after. It's like 3 days on and 3 days after. In astrology and the cosmos, that's kind of the way it is. And whether you know it like it or not, we're going through seasons. And we mainly follow the sun seasons, but it's kind of mixed up. We are getting down to the bottom of it. If there is a 13th month, I don't doubt it at all. There's somebody walking around out there that's like, I was actually born in a month that they don't really count. And I say, but what's the difference? I say, when your eyes open, you don't care what time it is. Nope. Because it's like this. If you elevate figuratively and literally when you elevate, but then there's the figuratively. That means your consciousness is gone above the level of snake shit dwelling in a wagon rut, and you are now looking at the sky more, through the sky. And when you elevate, literally, the sun never goes out. There isn't a day or night there. It's just, if anything, as long as that thing is shining, it's just one day. See, this is long hair here, but I'm a woman, not a hippie. I think that's something to think about. Like, why do they think that all long-haired people are hippies when really it's like, no, I'm a woman. Different, you know. Men can grow their hair long, and it doesn't mean they're a woman or a hippie. They're just a man who grew their hair long. I don't know. Those people, men and women are very different. And with the sun lingering out of Scorpio already, happy Sagittarius season, you have no choice now but to be exposed to high-minded people. If you are a Sagittarius, you know what I mean. You're kind of high-minded and you say things at the wrong time. But maybe it was the right thing. I don't know, but it's very awkward. What is it? Well, it's the truth, and there isn't any good time to say the truth around people living a lie. And if anybody can see through it, Sagittarius really does. Sagittarius is like a huge, as far as the human evolution is concerned, those people are looking at the very Akashic records, all information, and includes just libraries, geological studies, also formations that tells a story, they're all about it. Intergalactically, it's the galactic center. It's all coming through to and fro from what we suspect is really actually, it's a oscillation of information. It's not just the sun, it's a black hole on the other side. And now what is happening, I don't know. Some of it may or may not be acceptable to some other creatures that know more than whatever is happening down here as a human ecology, which is far from human as far as what I can observe just in my localized area. I hope you're doing better than me with that. It's a trip, you know, and how are you going to make the money that they also are hypnotized over? You know, we only have so much time here, and it's supposed to be in God we trust, but no, that thing was hijacked. What thing, Shauna? Money is a computerizer. And that was taken over by somebody who wanted to control the organism. Yeah. Into organization of such that we don't see it, babes. No, we see a so God. Sanctuary, please, sanctuary. How can we click out of the maze and just say, you know, I think I like this better. Non-GMO, organic, and I get to take a nap for 1 hour. Fuck you. More like 3 hours a day. Why? It's just that's what you're supposed to do. You know? Slow down, man. You know, there's rumor that, I mean, there's a certain kind of work that you should do, but if it becomes harmful to you, you have to stop because you're doing something wrong there, and maybe it's overdone, and that's a sin, right? Like that Indian saying that says, well, anything, if there's something wrong or sinful in the world, it's just the doing too much and having too much, right? Anything, too much of anything is hell on earth, right? And here's where I get into now real live hell. If we have any Libra planets, where is it? But this is more like the Black Loon Millith frequency that is happening right about now. I would say because I posted this somewhere at the end at the end of this month where Venus is now conjunct Black Moon Lilith. It's a beautiful union there where those two planets get together. See, we have Mercury going to communicate some things in a very matter of fact, like, let's redo this whole thing kind of way, which is like, some people will roll their eyes, particularly people that wish that the truth will die. And it's like, boy, I hope you oil up your fucking nerve and your eyeballs there, because you're going to keep, you know, narcissists roll their eyes at God and the truth, and that's how you know that they're there. Yeah, you see their eyes roll. They don't really look directly into you at all. No, they don't even notice that. See, you can feel sorry for these people after a while because they're so disconnected, and you realize, uh-oh, this thing is so disconnected and unable to fend for its energetic self in some way or shape or form. Now, is it worth? See, is it worth feeling sorry for and putting under your wing and taking under shelter? See, is it worth protecting? Now, I'm asking women this because women, hello, you are the ones who have to do quality control on a lot of levels, which equates to protecting. You are the main protectors here, not men. It's been completely reversed on us. An actual man heading towards his humanhood, I guess you would call it, but really he's getting more and more into his virgin self. Like he's like, no, I think the natural order of things is like this. When I say protection, I don't mean the actual shelter that is needed because there's nobody there yet, say. No, a man is helping with that. In fact, that's what a man is. So he has to build a shell and say, no, something needs to grow here. And the women would say, yeah, it's a good idea. There's a baby here. Thank you. At least you're on the same page about something. And he's like, no, you're my home. Not this. You, honey. Hello. Now, if she's alive, she'll say, yeah, is there something? Would you shut up? I don't need to hear you talking. I talk. Really, it's the truth, though. See, women are the ones who have to say something. If you think with me, this is the way it is. Now, if it's harmonious, it's more like singing. We sing together, and men have their frequency that, in fact, harmonizes with her. Yeah, it's just singing after a while. It's not chattering. And of course, no, I don't know. See, she sounds differently. She would sound differently. If she had her own language, it would be more of the vowels. Yep, I'm not making this up. And he is more like the consonants that create an edge. And see, it acts as one if we're there doing it right. What right? Any truth at all, especially pertaining to how do we survive here on the planet or anywhere. Like, what is the potential? Like, what are we really? Uh, yeah, that's probably what the creator doesn't like about our potential is that we can start managing ourselves. What creator, Shauna? Good question. I don't think any creator of anything would dislike seeing growth happen within their works of art or whatever, experiments that would, if you kind of protected it, like say that you had an atmosphere and nobody can make an escape from a so-called grid, but what we're talking about is this reality, where you're at now. Does it have to be a trap, David Icke? See, when you hear David Icke, that's a man right there, and he has his point of view, which is, I think it's always going to be limited for men unless they are uh, really gotten on that ladder. They've really gotten on that ladder of evolution. And what it looks like is that, oh God, these guys are a bunch of lazy asses. Look at the way they just lay there in their towel. Maharaji and even Baba Ramdas, and some of them, watch out. They are not displaying the deception of just being psychologically homosexual. They're like, we have to go deal with women, but I love you. And it's like, yeah, but that's the way to be. And you can still deal with women and love them too. Did I rhyme that, Dr. Seuss? Was that okay? Yes, and we can do this all fucking day. Yeah. Why not say something, try to do something, put some videos on that says something else that fits something that might be something different than whatever was happening before that was something but wasn't as palatable, right? I mean, we see a population out there that we kind of knock on their door and it's like, well, nobody's home yet. But if they do knock, we do get a response. They don't like that knock. So would you please stop saying knock knock because you fucking people ain't handling it. Gee. Uh, minute 23, and I hope I'm doing better than what I did just this last video. That you won't know it was the last video because I was wearing a different shirt. I don't know. But, I try to do astrology right in front of our face while Mercury is going retrograde. See, I was trying to tell you about the Lilith thing. See, the main thing is these wonderful trine and water. It's difficult for a lot of people right now that don't handle the truth very well. They're probably going to get very loud and agitating because they would rather continue on with their deception that they're more real than now and or being a decent presence toward the truth and or other human beings. See, when I say other human beings, that's kind of loosely. You just say other people who have become and achieved, actually, that are way above them. There's levels here, and yeah. See, ultimately, the human, yeah. See, it's about civilization anymore. It's not really about cultures. Although that was something that was very real, but do we have enough information now? Can we really watch it kind of being tossed around like a hot potato atop a population that says, no, you can't do that because why? Well, because the system doesn't want you to know how to clean your water right, or that all you need to do is grow food and then practice meditation a little bit, and you're not playing your own music, and what the fuck is that you're calling medicine, and that's your entertainment system over there. Woo! oh gosh, and look at mommy over there. I mean, look at the woman, the leader. Is that really a leader or is it just a fucking pig in a suit? It's an ugly club. Ugly. Because how they operate with a hidden hand stuck up their ass. You know, they're the classic teacher's pet. Who is it that you're talking about, Shauna? Oh, there's a backdrop out there. Somebody was mentioning, hello, haven't heard from you in a while. It's probably because I wasn't channeling very well. I'm not telling people very much that, but I think Kimcast knows, and I think Patsy probably still understands. And see, I would like to have a better community around me that can talk with me about these things, to talk with me in general, because your narcissist, babes, your narcissist does not communicate. You want to get them to communicate, right? And you're going to tell them, you're going to ask them and everything, and then when they start communicating, you're like, oh no, don't do that. Why? They're not saying anything. What they're doing is they're bringing their inner chaos out into the open and moving the fucking air. Did you want to get mentally ill, or do you want to stay sane? Then don't attempt to fucking communicate with a narcissist, right? I was contemplating the most dangerous kind, which is why I have so many followers right here, because I made a video about what I called the gift-giving narcissist, but really it's called the communal narcissist, covert communal narcissist. These are people that they have enough resources to control other people on a real level of control that is fucking devastating to whoever. But the frequency is the same, their purpose is the same as far as a satanic quality that they have, that indeed we're looking at this, we're saying, it's satanic possession. They have the Jezebel spirit. You've heard that, right? Which is a certain quality. But you can bet that there's different monsters that they don't so much have horns, but do they? They probably do. So anyway, thanks for listening to this kind of taboo subject matter as always. People don't practice looking into the truth, and so it becomes taboo and even set off as something, that it's not that the Twilight Zone will do anything for us about it, because the Twilight Zone is the Twilight Zone, man. We're using it, whatever, you, narcissist, you are engaging with the same materials that other people are. You are hearing things. The same words are being used, but you have the capability of sending it through a filter that later on results in, keep on splitting them ball bearings out there. Splitting a ball bearing is nearly impossible, but they can do it. It's like, they can spoil a shit sandwich. That's what's going on out there. They're making a living on it. Yeah, only a narcissist can do that. That's their talent, to spoil a shit sandwich. I saw one gagging a maggot the other day.